Welcome to Dark Eyes. The Appalachian Mountains are older than bones, older than trees, and according to those who live near them, older than fear itself. Tonight on Dark Eyes, we're not telling campfire legends. We're telling stories people wish were just stories. In 2018, a solo hiker, whose report was later archived on a regional search and rescue forum, set out on a familiar trail in western North Carolina. Experienced, prepared, confident, 3 dangerous words. About 6 miles in, just before dusk, he heard it, a whistle. Not a bird, not wind, a clean, slow, human-style whistle. At first, he laughed it off. After all, if you hike long enough, your brain starts inventing sounds. Sometimes it invents confidence, too. He ignored it. The whistle came again, this time, closer. He sped up, so did the whistling. Here's the part that made search and rescue quietly uncomfortable. The whistling never matched his pace. It adjusted. When he stopped, so did it. When he walked, so did it. Always behind him. Never visible. He left rote. It felt like something was learning me. Eventually, he broke trail rules and ran because apparently survival instinct beats park etiquette. The whistling stopped the moment he reached a clearing. No tracks, no people, no explanation. And in Appalachian folklore, there's a rule older than most towns. If you hear whistling at night in the mountains, it's not trying to find you. Nothing humbles a confident outdoorsman faster than realizing the woods just mocked his cardio. The hiker said the silence afterward felt wrong, not peaceful, not relieved. Wrong, like a room where someone just turned off the lights, but never left. He stayed in the clearing longer than he planned. Long enough for his heart to stop trying to escape his chest. Long enough to convince himself he'd overreacted. That's the thing about fear. If it doesn't kill you immediately, your brain starts filing paperwork to explain it away. Wind, echo, birds with attitude. So he kept going. That decision, according to search and rescue, is where most stories change tone. The trail narrowed, tree cover thickened, and the light drained fast, like the mountains were pulling night in early. Then he heard the whistle again. Only this time, it wasn't behind him. It came from ahead. Same rhythm, same pitch, same casual confidence. Imagine hearing something follow you for miles, then realizing it somehow passed you without making a sound. That's when he noticed something else. The forest wasn't echoing anymore. No insects. No wind through leaves. No distant birds settling in for the night. Just the whistle, slow, patient, almost playful. He stopped. The whistling didn't. It kept going, walking farther down the trail, step for step, like it knew exactly how fast he would have walked. He later said, "That's when I realized it wasn't chasing me. It was guiding me." Nothing spikes your survival instincts faster than realizing you're being politely escorted by something you can't see. He backed up, carefully, quietly. The whistle paused, then changed. Same tune, but wrong. Like someone repeating a song they'd only heard once. Learning by imitation. The hiker turned off his headlamp. Not because it helped, but because something about being seen felt worse than being lost. He stepped off the trail and immediately regretted it. The ground dipped sharply, roots tangled, rocks shifted underfoot. That's when the whistling stopped completely. Not faded, not distant, gone. He froze. Every instinct screamed the same message humans have carried for thousands of years. When the forest goes quiet, you've been noticed. Across Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia, multiple independent reports share the same detail. A voice calling your name, using the voice of someone you trust. In 2009, a family camping near the Red River Gorge reported hearing their teenage son calling for help from the woods. Problem is, their son was asleep in the tent. The voice came again. Same tone, same panic, same words. "Dad, please help me." Now if you're thinking, that's creepy, you're correct. If you're thinking, why didn't they investigate? Congratulations, you're not Appalachian. Locals know better. The father later said, whatever that was, it wanted us separated. They stayed in the tent until sunrise. The voice never entered the camp, never crossed the tree line, almost like it was bound by something. When your parenting instincts and survival instincts argue, and survival wins. What most people don't realize is that the Red River Gorge incident wasn't unique. It was just polite enough to be remembered. Across Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia, park rangers and local sheriffs have quietly logged the same complaint for decades. A voice calling someone by name, not yelling, not screaming, asking. In 2014, a retired coal worker from eastern Kentucky reported hearing his wife calling him from behind their property line. Same voice, same cadence, only problem. His wife had been dead for 3 years. He didn't answer. That detail alone is why locals trusted his story. The voice tried again, this time closer to the fence. Then it changed tactics. It started using his nickname, the one only his wife used. He later told a deputy, it wasn't loud, it was patient, like it had all night. He stayed on his porch with a rifle he never aimed. Because you can't aim at something you can't see. The voice never crossed onto the property, just like the gorge, just like dozens of others, almost like there's a rule. Another report came from a volunteer firefighter in Tennessee. During a late-night brush fire response, he heard his captain call him over the radio. Only, the radio was off. Same call sign, same static. The message repeated, "Come over here, I need you." He stepped forward once, then noticed something wrong. The fire crackled, the wind moved, but the voice didn't echo. Sound should bounce in the mountains. This didn't. He backed away. The voice stopped immediately. When the forest breaks the laws of acoustics, it's time to break your shift early. In West Virginia, hikers have reported something even more unsettling. Sometime, the voice answers back. One woman hiking alone heard her own voice call out from the trees. Same pitch, same breath pattern, asking for help. She described it as hearing my future self. After something went wrong, she left the trail, didn't look back. And here's the detail that ties every report together. The voice never chases. It doesn't rush. It waits for permission. Permission sounds like answering back, stepping closer, saying the name out loud, because once you respond, it knows you heard it. And in Appalachian folklore, hearing is consent. So if you're ever deep in the mountains and someone you trust calls your name, remember this: if they really needed help, they wouldn't be standing just beyond the trees. Search and rescue teams across Appalachia have reported something they don't talk about publicly. Stairs. Perfect staircases. No house, no structure, just stairs, leading nowhere. One SAR volunteer from Virginia admitted, "We're trained to never touch them, never climb them, and never ask why they're there." In one case, a missing hiker was last seen walking toward a staircase in dense forest. They never found him. No blood, no body, no trail. Just footprints that stopped at the bottom step. Now here's the unsettling part. Stairs don't rot the way wood should. They don't sink. They don't weather naturally, almost like they weren't built, almost like they arrived. If you see random stairs in the woods and think, "Sure, let's try that," natural selection just bookmarked you. Search and rescue teams don't like patterns. Patterns mean repetition. Repetition means someone should have noticed sooner. And the stairs, they repeat. In 2016, a SAR unit in eastern Tennessee responded to a missing camper case after a sudden thunderstorm rolled through the mountains. Standard procedure, until a volunteer radioed in something off script. "We found the stairs." Not a staircase. The stairs. Same description. Same proportions. Same wrongness. Concrete this time, not wood, no debris, no rubble. No sign anything had ever been attached to them. Just clean edges, surrounded by centuries-old trees. The team leader ordered a perimeter check. Nobody approached. Because another unofficial rule exists: if the stairs feel like the center of the forest, they probably are. While marking GPS coordinates, one volunteer noticed something strange. The stairs were warm, not sun-warmed, not freshly poured, warm like something had been standing there recently. Then came the smell, old dust, rain, and something like a closed attic that hadn't been opened in decades. That's when a sound came from above. Footsteps, slow, measured, and nothing can prove it. The Appalachian Mountains stretch over 2,000 miles. They've seen civilizations rise, fall, and vanish. And maybe, just maybe, some things never left. Whether these stories are folklore, misidentified phenomena, or something we don't yet understand. One thing is consistent. People don't feel alone out there, and the mountains never deny it. So next time you're hiking, and the forest goes quiet, and you hear something that sounds familiar, don't answer. If you enjoyed this true horror report, like the video, subscribe to Dark Eyes, and comment below. Would you hike the Appalachians alone? Until next time, sleep well, and don't follow the whistling.